Well, here we are with the folks from Seniors First, and they who did a fabulous job in putting that town hall together. That was aired last week. And I want to have them, each of them, introduce themselves, kind of tell them about the background, not necessarily about the program, but about yourself and what you're doing in the community. And we'll begin over here with Victoria.
Hello, my name is Victoria Gardner, and basically I got involved with Seniors First as a founder, being that I saw a need out in the community. And so what we did is we took that need that we saw within our own family situation and then discovered that everybody is going to experience these same situations and also has the same needs that we basically did. So that's kind of how I got started. My background was around aging people. I've had a lot of aging people in my family. Took a lot of caregiving situations in my family that I've dealt with. So those type of things brought me to the table and to where I am now.
And Chris?
I'm Chris Gardner, and I'm the Executive Director of Seniors First Foundation. And like Victoria mentioned, we found the organization based on personal experiences, both with my father and my mother, and both our mothers happened to pass away the same year in 1997. So that spearheaded us to seek additional education for the community. In my particular instance, I knew the financial services industry, but I knew there was much more of a need out there than other things. So what I did, I started saying, God, there's got to be some other people that are in the same situation that don't know all the necessary things that can come up. So I started trying to find and put together a team of professionals that could cover a broad spectrum of issues. And on that premise, that's how Seniors First Foundation was started about 3 years ago.
And Victor?
Yeah, thank you. I'm Victor Kane. I'm president of Seniors First Foundation. And I met Chris and Victoria a little over a year ago and was very impressed by the organization. It was a tremendous mission that you folks set out to do, and I was immediately attracted to hooking up with you to be involved. My background is actually in two areas. I have an MSW, so I have a clinical social work background. Spent many years working with the aged and community programs for the aged, and also have a doctorate in health policy and management, so I have a pretty strong background and interest in the health policy of the nation, particularly around aging health policy. So I'm pretty actively involved now in teaching and in doing community service for Seniors First Foundation. So it's been very important projects for all of us.
And this program is kind of a culmination of the work that was done, that you did over a long period of time preparing this program. And we'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about the management of the whole, putting the whole thing together, and the selection of the participants. Mm-hmm. And also we'll be actually viewing some of the tapes at some point, some of the pieces that didn't fit in that hour-long program, which was a good thing.
I came off a similar situation with most people confront, and that is the death of a parent. My dad died back in July, on July 13th, and I was listening to what you're talking about, Victoria. This issue is so important for people in our generation who have parents, and they're going to die at some point, and most parents will go through some kind of a deteriorating situation where the adult kids have to take care of their parents. Now, I found myself with 4 sisters and a mother, and we were very actively involved with the care of my dad. But I have to tell you, it was still a very difficult situation. So what it told me, and certainly would have told Chris and Victoria, is to have some kind of a show in a format that would allow people to be able to talk about their stories, and more importantly, to share resources with each other, because this is such a deep issue that involves so many resources. And to have a medium such as cable TV to be able to broadcast this out and to hear the stories of people who have been through this and to provide those resources is a very effective way to do that. And I think that was one of the reasons you wanted to come up with this kind of a format. I think what's really clear in all this is that adult children, we are right now, even when we're in the field of aging, it's difficult to talk about the issue. It's difficult to talk about it with your parents, especially. And a lot of people are in denial over this whole issue, and I can understand that in a way. No, most people don't like to even think about their parents getting old, never mind dying at one point in their life, and so nobody really talks about the issue. And when you don't talk about it, what happens is you don't plan for it.
Exactly.
So this show is really all about just, number one, raising the awareness, number two, giving an opportunity for people to think, begin talking about the issue, and begin to find some resources to deal with it.